And so like my favorite example of the government doing this is a Marine Corps program called LMATIS. And there's a program manager there named Don Kelly. I think he's awesome. He's done a lot of cool work. I've watched him demo some stuff before.
Do you think he's
And he's
listening
on,
to this podcast?
you can Google him pretty easily and like find the different programs he's worked on because he does interviews, he talks about it a lot. But the LMATIS, for example, is a counter drone system on a Polaris with an operating system, a computer, a radar, and a gimbal, all from different companies. And the Marine Corps looks at them and goes, they all need, if you want to compete here, your component has to talk to everything. But at any moment, I can rip your component off because the Marines tell me they want a different one, and I'll recompete just that component. But Don Kelly is like, this is all I do. I don't develop anything. I just make demands of industry. And I think industry can meet those challenges if there's like the realistic opportunity to make money.
But you're proving my point. He is acting as the integrator.
Yeah, totally.
It's like not, he doesn't intend to add, if I recall correctly, he doesn't intend to add a prime to that equation at all until it's time for sustainment. Like life cycle sustainment and spare parts, and like, okay,
he has abandoned and publicly abandoned development, which I think is one of the roadblocks that a lot of PEOs have, is they kind of still have these vestigial development arms and relationships. And if the challenge is resourcing, then kill your development wings and lean into commercial solutions.
I gotta think that sometimes the gov will stand up or maintain some amount of like dev capacity internally as a pricing pressure on the private vendors, right? We see this with small drone vendors, right? Every lab across the U.S. government has like a 3D printing shop and a team of specialists in the background who, yeah, they could build you a small FPV drone next week, unless you give me a better price, right? I mean, and I'm not saying I'm not citing any specific conversation that I am privy to, but I could understand that being one of those, negotiating levers that the gov would want to maintain. Like, hey, we could do this on our own.
But they only do it with stuff that is like easy to wrap your head around, right? Like there's nowhere in the government that's building radars.
You're right.
Because they just wouldn't, like, how dare you? So they'll pull that out sometimes. They'd be like, well, we could build this for X, Y, and Z. I'm like, you would never do that if this was a radar. What makes you think you're going to go build a better X, Y, or Z widget? You're not going to. It's not going to happen.
Right. And certainly not with like the next generation of 21st century technologies.
No, the government's better off saying, hey, you build me a better one, or I'm going to go to your 15 competitors.
That's right.
And give them a shot, because I bet you they build it cheaper.